guys, so in today's video I'm going to be trying and testing out 6 different skin tints that I got from Amazon. Now I'm going to be applying these skin tints only on one side of my face and I'll be judging them on the basis of 3 different parameters. Firstly, whether or not they have a lightweight texture and are easy to blend or not. Skin tints are supposed to be very light and blendable just using your fingers. You don't need any tools to blend skin tints. So we'll test whether these skin tints are being blended with the help of your fingers. So we'll test whether or not these skin tints are easy to blend with the fingers. The second parameter is to judge them on the basis of whether or not they look natural. So I'll be using them only on one side of my face and we'll be comparing the skin on both of the sides to see how natural the skin tint looks. And the third parameter is to check whether or not it emphasizes any texture or looks matte on the skin, because a skin tint is not supposed to look matte. It's supposed to be a little hydrating. It's supposed to look skin like. It's not supposed to emphasize any texture like usually how foundations do. So we'll be comparing all of these skin tints based on all of these 3 parameters and see which skin tint performs the best. Now before I move on to testing all of these skin tints, I just want to mention that I got them all from Amazon, and if you want to shop for them, then the perfect place to shop for them is from Amazon, because Amazon is currently running this huge sale. You will find all of these products at really good discounts and deals, and you will be able to save on a lot of money if you shop them from Amazon. So I'm going to leave all the purchase links in the description box below for you all to check out. And without any further ado, let's quickly dive into today's video. So the first skin tint that I'm going to be testing out is the most popular one. This is by Maybelline from their Fit Me collection. It's their Fresh Tint with vitamin C. The shade that I have is called 03 and this also has an SPF of 50. So once I open this, it's got this tube-like packaging, which I'm directly going to apply on my skin. And now we'll blend this out using just my fingers. So I'm done blending the Maybelline skin tint, and I felt like while I was blending, the texture is a little bit matte and it was sort of drying out on my skin. So I just wish that it had a more hydrating finish on the skin. That way it would be more easy to blend. However, it feels extremely lightweight on the skin. I don't feel like I have any product on, I have any makeup on this side. And it's given me a good amount of coverage as well. And if you compare it, it pretty much looks skin-like. It looks very much skin like. It's like my skin but better. So I love the look that it's given to my skin. I love the coverage that it's given to my skin, although I just wish this was a little bit on the hydrating side. If you have dry skin, it will feel a little bit dry on you. You have to use a moisturizer underneath, but other than that, I really love how natural the skin tint looks, and I highly recommend the skin tint, especially for the summer season or if you have oily skin. This also has an SPF of 50, which is great for the summers. Before we dive into the second skin tint, let's remove this one. The second skin tint that I have is by Blue Heaven. This is their Fresh and Flawless Hydrating Skin Tint. Now this has an SPF of 25 PA++, so it's great for the summertime, and it's enriched with hyaluronic acid, so I'm assuming it's hydrating. Even the name says it's hydrating, so let's just try this out. As you can see, it's got a pump-like packaging. And I'm just going to dot it on one side of my face and blend. Okay, so I'm done blending the skin tint, and honestly it was so easy to blend. It is so lightweight and it was very easy and quick to blend just using my fingers. It feels very comfortable on the skin at the same time. I really don't feel like I've applied any product on my skin. That is how comfortable and lightweight it is. Moreover, let's see the coverage part. So it's given me a good amount of coverage. I feel like all my blemishes have been hidden, and if you compare it with my original skin, it pretty much looks skin-like. It doesn't really look like I have product on my skin. I have a tint on my skin. It looks pretty skin-like. and it feels super comfortable, absolutely non-drying. Even if you have dry skin, you can still use this. So I feel like this is like an amazing tint. It's so hydrating and so comfortable, and it also gives you sun protection. So you know, you can use it during all seasons of the year, especially for summers when you know your skin starts sweating because of a lot of makeup. This is one of the most lightweight products that will give you sun protection, coverage and hydration all at the same time. So I absolutely love the skin tint by Blue Heaven. The shade that I'm using is called Natural. I'm not sure how many shades this comes in, but you can check out the link in the description box below for more shades. And if you find yours, then definitely grab this. It's an amazing skin tint. I'm quickly going to remove this before we move on to the next one. The third skin tint that I'm going to try out is by Wet n Wild. This is their Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. This again comes in a tube-like packaging, and I'm just going to apply it on the side of my face. Okay, so I'm done blending the skin tint. It was easy to blend using just my fingers. At first it felt a little hydrating while I was blending it, but later on it was like drying out on the skin. So I just wish that they improve the formulation a little bit and make it a little more hydrating. Moving on to the coverage part, it's given me a really good amount of coverage. I do not see any of my blemishes peeking through. And if you compare it with the skin, it doesn't look as natural, quite honestly. Firstly, the shade isn't really matching me perfectly. It's like one shade lighter to mine. So if I'm able to find my perfect shade in this only, then I will be able to use it. Otherwise, this looks a little bit off on my skin, I feel like. And moreover, it doesn't really look as natural at the same time. It looks like I have some base makeup on. So overall, I don't feel like the skin tint is like as natural, and if I want a natural coverage, I don't think I'll be reaching out for this. But if I want a little bit of extra coverage, then I might reach out to this if I find my shade in this. Okay, so the next skin tint that I have isn't actually a skin tint, it's more like a foundation, but it's a very lightweight, a second skin like foundation. So I'm talking about Inside Cosmetics Ultra Thin Second Skin Longwear Foundation. This comes with a pump packaging, and I'm going to use it on this side of my face. This is in the shade 01 Golden Honey. So I'm done blending it, and honestly it was the most difficult skin tint to ever blend, because firstly this does not match my skin, and I was continuously blending it in order to make it match to my skin as much as possible. It is quite lightweight and hydrating, but it doesn't really blend properly. Like, it doesn't really sit on your skin and you know look like skin properly. So that is the one thing that I did not like about this foundation. I do not like the texture a bit too. Even the shade is very off for me. Like, this is the first shade and this is a little bit dark for me, so I don't know if I'll be able to find my shade in this you know skin tint foundation or not. Moreover, if you compare both of the sides, it does look natural, but only on camera. Like, when I'm looking at it up close, it is emphasizing all the texture, all the pores on my cheeks. So this is not a skin tint that I'm ever gonna wear again. This is not something that I recommend for a skin like natural finish. It doesn't look like that natural, especially in person, and I honestly do not like it at all. It was a hassle to like try to make it sit on my skin, so I'm gonna give this a pass, and I do not recommend you guys try this out. Okay, so the next product that I have is again not a skin tint, but it's a foundation, but like a second skin foundation. This is Faces Ultime Pro Second Skin Foundation. It comes with this dropper packaging, and I'll be using it on this side. So I'm done blending it on my skin. It was very easy to blend. It is very lightweight. However, it dries down really fast, so you have to blend it very quickly, but it is easy to blend using your fingers. If I talk about the coverage, it's given me a very skin-like coverage. I can see a little bit of my blemishes peeking through. It's not giving me a very good amount of coverage, but it does look very skin-like. And if you compare it to my original skin, it literally looks like skin. It literally looks just like skin. So I really love how natural this is. I really love how skin-like it is. And if you want a very natural, very skin-like coverage, if you don't mind a little bit of your blemishes peeking through, you can go for this. It has the most lightweight coverage that I've ever used in a foundation. It's almost like a skin tint only, and it feels very comfortable at the same time. I don't feel like I have any product on, so it is very comfortable, very lightweight, gives you a very sheer coverage, but it looks super natural. So I recommend this for daily use. Finally, the last product that I have is again not a skin tint, but the finish of this is just like a skin tint. This is Mamaearth Hydra-Glow CC Serum. Even though the name is CC, it's not exactly a CC because it's in a serum form, so it's almost like a tint. Again, it comes with this dropper packaging, and I'll be using it on this side of my face. The problem with this dropper is that you can't really get the product out of it, so I'm just gonna like slap it on my cheek like that. Okay, so I'm done blending it, and it was very easy and quick to blend. It is so hydrating that it was so easy to blend using my fingers. Talking about the coverage, my blemishes are not peeking through. It's given me a decent amount of coverage, a little better than a sheer coverage. And if you compare how natural it looks very natural. It looks almost skin-like. At the same time, it's also given me a nice amount of glow. Can you see all of that glow on my cheeks? It's given me a great amount of glow. So this provides hydration, coverage and glow all in one. I just wish this also had some sun protection in it, because that way I would be sorted. The shade that I've used is 02 Peach. This comes only in 3 shades, so if you're able to find your shade in this, it's really good. It's great for a daily use, but most of you won't find your shade in this because there are just 3 shades. So I recommend Mamaearth launches more shades in this, because the formulation of this is so beautiful. I just wish more people can use this. It's perfect. It's fit for daily use. So to sum up, my favorite out of all the products that I used today has to be the Blue Heaven Hydrating Skin Tint. I feel like this is a brilliant formulation. I also love the Faces Second Skin Foundation and the Mamaearth CC Serum. They both act as really good face tints. And even the Maybelline Fit Me Skin Tint is good, but I recommend this only for the summer season. Otherwise, for all seasons of the year, you can use any of these 3 products. I will leave all the links of all the products that I used in today's video in the description box below. You can check them out. I recommend you purchase them from Amazon because of the amazing discounts and deals that are currently running on Amazon. So in case if you end up trying out any of these skin tints, do let me know your experience in the comments below. If you have any other skin tints that work really well for you, comment that down as well. I would love to try out more such products. And also let me know in the comments below what other videos would you like to see, what other products would you like me to compare. So yeah, that was my video for today. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, with that, it's a wrap for now. I shall see you in my next video.